Hello everyone, welcome to the lunchtime live stream of Fallout Shelter, the 15-day challenge. I had a really yummy lunch and I managed to find peach cobbler donuts. Oh my gosh, they are so super yummy. I had heard bad things. Some people like them, some people hate them, but I'm kind of on the fence about them. I think I kind of like them. But I haven't logged in at all today, so we're a little bit low on resources. As you can see, we're running low on power, but we'll get all that back. I didn't get around to getting another Mr. Handy. I will do that offline as soon as I grab this and grab that. But yeah, I will eventually get around to doing all that fun stuff. But there was something that I want to say. Okay. I derailed my train of thought, but that's okay. But we're just gonna level him up. Oh, damn it. Okay, apparently we need... Let's get one of our super soldiers down here. Yeah, let's get her. And him. And I'm gonna wait till he jumps over there so I can select her. Oh, wait. Well, you know what? Let's get him in here too. Everybody can fight the mole rats. Okay, there we go. Somebody did. Ooh, we need some stim pack action over here. We need some stim pack on you. Okay, let's let our super soldiers take care of that because that's what our super soldiers are meant to do. Oh. Okay. Can't do that. Oop. There we go. Got him. Okay, there we go. Took care of that. But yeah, we're gonna eventually, I think right about here, because we have nothing to really put here, I can say. This set of living quarters is gonna move up here, and it's going to be... That's going to be your super soldiers living in quarters. Okay, so now we can start a family. These kids that are being born right now, they are going to be our Generation 2 super soldiers. So we're going to have, let me write their names down so that I do not forget, because I'm constantly forgetting who our super soldiers are. So we're going to have Jean. She's going to be... I'm gonna change her last name. Yes. Okay, so Jean Myers. She's gonna be our first little baby super soldier. And then we're gonna have our second. Oh, ooh, we might have all female super soldiers. Okay, so we're gonna have Kimberly. Okay. Kimberly, HT. Okay, so we got Kimberly Wright. She's going to be a super soldier. Janice Newton. She's going to be a super soldier. What about you? Okay, and we're going to have Jesse Harris in my my other vault. I have a personal vault that I play with in my own personal time. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, so Jesse Harris is going to be a super soldier, and our final super soldier is Kathleen Morgan. Oh wow, we've got a nearly all female team. Okay. Okay, I spelled that wrong, but I'll remember who she is. So yeah, we've got 5 new super soldiers. So what we're probably going to end up having to do is I'm going to have to demolish this. Oh wait, we got our vault guy. Where's our vault guy? Mystery Dweller, can hear you. With the kids walking around, it's kind of hard to... Oh, we got more super soldiers. Okay, I can't find them. Okay, so those are going to be our... They're all going to be super soldiers, just so you know. You know what? Why don't we do something awesome where we have can we? Oh no, we can only do 3 by 3. Okay, well, it'll be okay. I'll figure it out. Don't worry. So our second... Oh, okay, there's no more room in the vault. Okay, so here's what we're going to do real quick. We're going to go ahead and put in our super soldier living quarters. It's just going to be a standard 2 by 2. Yeah, this is going to be... There we go. So, yeah, that's super soldier central. Nobody's allowed to go into this area. Okay, so... Okay. Actually, she's gonna be a bishop. B-I-S... Oh, that's not right. H-O-P. Okay. Okay, so second set of super soldiers is going to be Natalie. I guess that's how... it's a word spelling, but... Okay, so she's going to be our next set. I'm going to grab that. Don't worry, we're going to level these people up. We've unlocked some stuff, so... We're doing good so far. Okay, I actually need to change his name. The reason I give him the father's last name is because it's easier to track who's siblings and everything, which I seriously thought yesterday that those people were related, but apparently they weren't. Okay. Okay, so we got Jonathan Adams. He's going to be a super soldier, which we're going to have more modules, so it may end up being a situation where, because we've got so many children being born, and we got one more. Okay, we got Tyler Myers. Okay. M-Y-E-R-S. Okay, so Natalie, Jonathan, and Tyler, they are going to be our in-house. Okay, let me take care of that fire real quick. Come on. Ooh, why are you so unhappy? We'll cheer him up, don't worry. Okay, so, are you unhappy, sir? Okay. Okay, he doesn't like working out. Well, I mean, nobody likes working out. Okay. So, back to what I was saying. Natalie Bishop and Jonathan Adams and Tyler Myers, they are going to be our in-house super soldiers. So, their whole job is to, when we have, like, outbreaks of things inside the vault, like raiders and all that, they're going to come from their dwelling to, which this may be, since, you know, most attacks start up here, I may just put them up there for a second. And you know what? We can't, okay. And we got a new person coming in, so I'm just gonna go ahead and let her, she doesn't need to be out there wandering the wasteland. So, Brittany Grant. Not really high in anything useful, as far as I can tell. So, I can't deal with you right now, Mystery Dweller. Unless I find you... Okay. Oh. Okay, no, that was a little kid. Okay. Anyway. So, I don't have a place to put her. So what I think I'm going to do is, I'm just going to stick her in one of these rooms until I can find a place for her. But, you know what? We're expanding our, I do have a place to put her. I'm going to expand our science lab down here. So, I need another person, so. Okay. So let's put her, yeah, we'll put her in the classroom. So what's going to end up happening with our normal super soldiers, because we're going to have a 5 super soldier team, and I can't, there's no way I can expand this because I've got the elevator right here, and besides there's not enough room. So somebody is going to have to go down, and then, but I will, once everybody has completed the super soldier program, I'll rearrange everybody. These guys are probably going to be sent out first, just so you know, because they're, how long do they have left? Yeah, they've got about an hour left until they're fully leveled up. With this guy who's doing flips. Okay, well, I'm trying to, if he would just stay his ass still for a second. Oh, seriously. Okay. Maybe I can get him better this way. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. But what I was saying is I'm going to expand out here. These guys are going to level up in a little bit and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and put in our module, which I'm trying to see if I've done it. Well, I haven't leveled up yet, so let me focus. I'm all over the place. So yeah, she's working on her intelligence, power. But yeah, there's let's have them work on another outfit, which that's the thing, we need to get some crafting plans in pretty quick, I think. So we're also going to do yeah, so far so good on what I want to do. I talked to my friend Yu last night, and we were talking about Fallout Shelter, and we were talking about some projects that we kind of want to do together. And he was saying that for people who are working in the water thing, he said I'm going the right way with having everybody outfitted with, you know, pretty, hold on, yeah, having everybody equipped with the armored vault suit. So we're just gonna have them make another armored vault suit. He said that you actually get baseball gloves and thread from the wasteland pretty quick, and he's like, especially if, because I'm going for the super soldier program, he's like, when they come out, he's like, leave them out there around 36 hours, and he's like, it'll take them probably about 12 hours to get back, unless you equip them with a pet that, you know, it makes them run quicker. But he was, oh, okay, oh, there he is. Ooh, 404 404 error. So he was saying that when they come back, these guys are going to be loaded down with gear. He's like, they're going to have tons of stuff, and he's like, you're probably going to end up needing to put in another storage module, because he's like, there's going to be a lot of stuff that they're going to bring back, and you're just going to be completely freaking overloaded. And I was telling him, like, you know, I'm going to equip everybody with pets. He's like, equip them with pets and the very best gun ever. And he's like, they'll be able to survive in the wasteland. He's like, which he's seen my personal vault and everything. He's like, sending them out with like 15 rad packs and 15 stim packs. He's like, that's actually a really good idea. He's like, he usually only gives his people like 10 and everything. So he's like, they're not able to stay out into the wasteland, but he's like, also, you know, they're not super soldiers. So he's like, you know, you kind of figure that if you put just regular Joe off the street out into the wasteland, probably not gonna like do very well. But if you put, like, you know, fucking Caius Ballad out there, he's like, he's gonna wreck the place. So that's what we're going for. So let's just go ahead and I don't got my timer going today, so you'll probably see as because I'm recording this on my desktop and everything, so I'm gonna probably have to go down here and check my timer that I do have. But yeah, we're doing good. Oh, I think that's my mailman. We'll see. Hold on. I'm gonna try to stretch. Yeah, it is our mailman. I swear, our mailman, sometimes, because we don't have like a dedicated mailman for our neighborhood and everything, So sometimes we get like the really good mailman who puts your mail in the mailbox, or if you have a package, he will like nicely hide it on your porch. Other times, we get freaking John Elway, the mailman, where he's taking packages and he's just chucking them like, oh my gosh, I'm at the Super Bowl and I gotta score this like touchdown or whatever thing that they score. I know nothing about football. Paradox Switch, you would think with, me growing up with my dad who was a huge Raiders fan, and I've got my window open so you're gonna hear a little bit of road noise because it's a beautiful day. But you would think that watching football with my dad, I would be more of a sports fan. I would know more about sports. Nope. Paradox Switch is not one for the sports because I'm not athletic. Now, maybe if I was more athletic, then yeah, hell yeah, I'll probably like really be into it. But I will say it is super hard in my family to not be a football fan because my brother played football when he was younger. My uncle, he played. My nephew, he played. My youngest nephew, he's trying to play and everything, and I'm just not a sports person. Like, oh my gosh, like I'm just so not sporty. But yeah, and because me and Luca, we were actually cracking up about that because during Thanksgiving we went to my biological mom's house, and like I got my aunts, my aunt there, and I've got my grandma, and they're all sitting there, watching, like they're all crowded around the TV and they're cheering, and me and Luca are just like, just sitting there like, okay, it's a game with it's a game with the ball, like really, because like that's the thing. Luca, he's like, oh, they're watching football, and he anticipated that they were watching soccer. I'm like, no, they're watching American football. He's like, oh, not the good kind. But that's the thing. Luca doesn't even like soccer, so like that's one of the funny things. Like he'll watch. We've got like a package because we've got Rabbit TV. And I'm not endorsing them, by the way, but I do love you, Rabbit. We have that, and we have a Kodi box hooked up to both our living room TV and our bedroom TV, so he can watch sumo and all of that stuff. And he's like, oh my gosh, he's like, I don't get the football. Like he tried to watch football, and he'll watch hockey with me, which is hilarious because he's like, I don't get any of this. Like, oh my gosh, like. I'm like cheering and everything. He's like, I don't, seriously, don't get it, sweetheart. And I'm like, I know, but trust me, like once you watch hockey enough, you'll get the hang of it. And I remember the first, when we were first like dating, this was maybe, we were like 3 months into our relationship and everything, and I was watching the NHL Network, and they were like showing like the best body checks and everything. And then they showed this guy like body checking another hockey player, and then they started fighting. And he's like, holy crap, they're fighting. Why doesn't a referee break it up? I'm like, it's fine as long as you drop your gloves. I was like, that's all that really matters. He's like, oh my gosh, like, really? He's like, you won't sit there and watch a UFC fight with me? Because at this point, I wouldn't watch a UFC fight with him. But now, yeah, I'll watch UFC with him. I've got no problem. And he's just like, oh my gosh, like, this is just blood sport. I'm like, pretty much. Oh, for some reason I thought I heard the alarm going off that something was going off inside our vault. Okay, we'll let Mr. Handy grab that. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is eventually I'm gonna get to the point where I'm gonna knock out this little module right here, this little power thing, and I'm gonna put in another reactor. I'm gonna start just upgrading. Now that we're completely maxed out, I'm gonna just to get us so that we can generate more power. Like that's the whole entire goal, is to just generate more power and more water. We've got the garden now, so I'm thinking, okay, here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to, well, we got no one to run the garden. We might do another population boom once our super soldiers grow up. So people who are in the kitchen, they may go into this bedroom, and then people who are in this kitchen, well, this cafeteria, I'm sorry, they may go into there, and we'll have them create our new set like garden workers. Let me see how we're doing on time. Okay, we're doing good. We got about 10 more minutes. I'm just waiting to see if anything happens inside our vault that we need to take care of for the day. But I'm super, super thrilled about, sorry. Yeah, there's a train track near my house. But what we are going to do real quick, because there's nothing really going on, we're going to put in our, yeah, we're going to put in our armory real quick. So, boom, boom, and boom. Yeah. Yeah, let's put in, wait, no, that's our 2x2, right? Okay, yeah, we got it 2x2. So yeah, we're doing good. So now we got our armory, and I'm gonna upgrade it. I'm gonna buy some lunch boxes, so we're gonna get probably our money back, and I may open up the lunch boxes tomorrow, or I may just do it off camera and record it like I did with day 9, where it was day 9 and then it was day 9.5. But yeah, once they get in here, they're gonna level up super quick, because what you told me to do, because we're, like I said, we work in tandem together. He said when you put in a new module, if you got the bottle caps, upgrade it immediately so that they can train a little bit quicker, and you can get people out into the wasteland just a smidge quicker than you normally would. So this next module is going to be the final one for this floor, and it is going to be, we already got the classroom, so it is going to be our fitness room. So they're going to train on their endurance. Sorry, I am all congested from the allergies. This, I think, this is either going to be our garden, or it's going to be our lounge. I'm thinking I'm just going to put in a straight lounge right here and knock this out and have this be a storage room. But I still, like, I'm not sure, because this whole area right here, this first layer of like heavy sediment, that's what I'm calling it, I guess that's what it's called, this is going to be our pleasure district and everything, which I say that and I'm using the term loosely, but it's going to be the area where they train for their charisma and all that, because once they do go out in the wasteland, if they have high charisma and they have the endurance is going to help them stay out there longer, but the charisma is hopefully going to help them be able to find wasteland dwellers and bring them back to our vault, so we will have new people for our vault. And when we were talking, he was saying that, like, the higher, he's like, well, you're going to be maxed out, so you're probably going to bring back maybe like every time they go out to the wasteland, he's like, they're probably, when they come in, he's like, they'll probably have like 1 to 2 people with them. And I was like, okay, so that's good. So he's like, once you get exploring the wasteland, you are going to be bringing back a lot of people, and your population is going to increase. Oh yeah, you picked the wrong place, dude. Like, seriously, super soldiers definitely. There we go, we got him. Yeah, so that's what I do. Sometimes when I'm taking pictures inside the game, you'll notice that that's how I'm getting my my title cards for the game. So, you know, and plus sometimes, like, Mr. Handy, he'll say something weird and random. I believe one of my title cards, he actually says, live to serve and serve to live, something like that. I may be getting the quote completely wrong, but he says weird things, especially when you get him out into the wasteland. And I've heard rumors from other people who are playing Fallout Shelter that when when they send their Mr. Handy out, if they leave him out there after 36 hours, he will start begging to come back into the vault and serve, because he doesn't like the dirt, he doesn't like the mess and all of that. So I do think that's funny too. But yeah, so far we're doing really well inside our vault. I'm gonna let these guys level up a little bit. I'm gonna grab some more power like that. Let's see, is that all we need? Oh, that's what I want to do. Okay, it's gonna take her an hour to level up. So yeah, in about an hour everybody's gonna level up. What I may do, just to keep this guy on track with them, we've got plenty of cola. I may spend the cola to just max him out and then have him move with everybody else into this, because here's the thing. I know that I said that he wasn't going to be a part of our super soldier program, but he's been around these guys for so long, and I do kind of want 2x2 teams sending out. So I may send the 2 dudes out first, because I don't know right now if I'm gonna just try it just to see if I can get a legendary dweller out of them. So our dudes are gonna go out first, I think, and which that is what I may do, like right before they get ready to leave out, like right when they're at level 9. I may have them, you know, a little bit of a graduation prom hoorah, where they will, you know, they'll get to use those private parts and hopefully make a legendary dweller. But if they don't, their genetics shall live on in their superior children, and that's how I'm leaving it. Okay, Mr. Handy's he's actually got that. But yeah, I'm gonna level up that power. I keep forgetting to check. Okay, we're gonna get more power in about 12 seconds, so we'll just write it out for right now. She's not gonna be as... Did I put her in the super soldier team, Brittany? No, I didn't put her in the super soldier team. Since I'm gonna be leveling her intelligence up, I'm gonna put in that module that I was telling you about right here, and I am going to put her in here to have her work on more stim packs. I'm hoping that will increase the amount of stim packs that we can hold. Not really quite sure on that yet. I keep saying that I should look into it, but I'm always like busy-bodying around, so yeah, and I forget. I'm very forgetful. I will let you know, which that's the thing. If you've been watching my whole entire playthrough of this, the challenge and everything, you will notice that something will distract me and I will derail my train of thought real quick. But we're doing good. We actually need to get some more people in here, don't we? Are we fully maxed out on people in here? I think we're short one person. Okay. Yeah, we're short one person in here, but that will be okay. See, like, it's funny stuff like that. Is like, did he have crotch itch or something? But yeah, it's just like really little weird things like that. Which the itch thing, it kind of reminds me. We were at a family barbecue that we were having for the 4th of July, and my grandma had put me and my sister to work, and my sister was chopping up tomatoes and everything, and I was bringing stuff in, and she was like, "My leg is itchy," and I was like, "Sucks to be you." And she's like, "Would you scratch my leg?" I was like, "Ew, no." She's like, "You're my sister. You can scratch my leg." And then like her phone started ringing. She's like, "Hey, reach into my back pocket." I'm like, "No. I'm not touching the rock. Like, I know you're my sister and everything, but no." So yeah, she had to rinse her gloves real quick and reach into her back pocket and like find out who was calling her, and it was like her room at the time. I don't think she had yet moved, but yeah, no, it was, I think it might have been her former roommate. But yeah, there's just certain things like, you know, You can pick your friends, but you cannot pick your friend's nose. That's just a little word of advice. Um, for those of you out there who are watching, because I've got this in full screen mode, so I can't actually see the chat room. I'm still shopping around for a another monitor to put off to the side so that I can see the chat room. But until then, I mean, I hope you guys are out there and you guys are having a good time. Okay, there we go. Got that. Oh, we're gonna let Mr. Handy take care of that. But this is where I'm gonna end things for now. Because right now it's just basically gathering up power, and I'm pretty sure you guys find that boring. I know I would if I was watching someone's Let's Play, just watching them wait for Mr. Handy to collect power. So I'm gonna end this right here. I will see you back here tomorrow for more Fallout Shelter. I'll see you back here later tonight for Final Fantasy VII. So until I see you again, stay safe.